So I've quickly gone and sewn the other side. Okay, you'll see when you close the zipper, if you did it well enough, you will not see the stitch that's in the coil. Can you see? It's just peeking out there. So you'd have to roll open the coils. And when the zipper is shut, because the coils turn like that, then you can't actually normally see the stitches. So on the right side of the garment, you'll see the fabric is looking like the well of a seam. So it worked, and now the bottom of the seam still has to be closed. And how we do that is, if you look at the stitches, which are when you sewed the coils, so the bottom row of stitches, if you look at those, your seam line is basically in line with that. As I mentioned earlier, your seam allowance would be the same as where your zipper would be pinned in terms of the coils. And the tricky thing is, if you don't have an invisible zipper foot, then the tricky thing is to get in here without making a big fat mess. So I'm going to just swap my zipper foot out to the other side quick. And so I normally would keep the zipper foot on, obviously, to close the seam, because you want to get all of this out of the way. And I'll just go and do the usual back stitch, obviously, and keep your needle down. And you can try very hard, but you're not going to get exactly in line and meet those stitches. In fact, if you did that, you'd probably find that you're going to have a bit of a pleat happening at the bottom of your seam. So you just want to sew accurately on the stitching line that you would have had for your seam, and then you're going to get close-ish to that stitch. And you see I'm very close to the end there. I'm going to finish doing a back stitch, and basically that's how close I'm going to get. And the bottom of your zipper, that part, you can cut it off, and I like to cover it with a little strip of some soft bias tape or something, because we don't need this. Our seam is now done, we don't actually need it. And last but not least, we'll now go and press this, and there you go. This is an invisible zipper, and we did a blue on white, because as you can see, if it's done correctly, the zipper doesn't show at all. It's an invisible zipper. There's a blue zipper in there, and the only bit that we see that's blue is at the top here, where the slider is. Okay, and that is how you do an invisible zipper.